Okay guys, I promise I'm not making this up. You're gonna think I'm making this up. Priest Goro, am I making this up? Immediately after I filmed the last video. Or maybe it was earlier in this video. I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Just in case I make this a new video, greetings, and what's up? As I was saying, immediately after I got done filming the last thing you guys saw, I went to the gym and witnessed not one, but two shining examples of exactly what I'm talking about. I ran into a guy that I met earlier this week. He let me know he was kind of sort of new to lifting, gave me a brief description of what his goals are. Did I shove advice down his throat? No. Did I overload him with information? No. Did I even tell him I have a YouTube channel? No. Okay, I probably should have done that one. Did I let him do his thing while I did my thing, whilst demonstrating perfect form on every rep? Why, yes. Yes, I did. Did he eventually come to me and ask me questions once my actions had proven that I knew what I was talking about? And was I then more than happy to impart wisdom to him specific to his experiences and his goals? Why, yes. Yes, I was. However, had I overloaded him with a bunch of advice before he ever asked for it, things might have gone differently. Which brings me to example number 2. There was a very large, very loud, very tall, fairly muscular man squatting in the squat rack next to me today. Now, to be fair, I did ask him to take a look at my squat form. I only did that because I saw that he was squatting past parallel. I figured he was kin, and I was feeling a little stiff, I was feeling a little tight, so I asked him to keep an eye on me and make sure that I was breaking parallel. After confirming that I was indeed breaking parallel, by the way, from the angle he was watching me at, he would have had no idea whether or not I was breaking parallel. He proceeded to carry on and make much noise over in his squat rack, whilst continuing to observe me as I moved on to my deadlifts. After watching me perform my last set of heavy deadlifts, he asked me if I was dizzy, to which I responded, no, because I wasn't. He then imparted some wisdom upon me, which, had I been a less experienced lifter, could have gotten me seriously hurt. He told me that I should be breathing differently. I'll have you know I am very intentional about the way that I breathe, and in fact, I'll make a video about that in the future. He awared me of the fact that deadlifts are like squats in that I should be breathing both at the top and the bottom of the rep. Now, if he had watched my video on squatting like a gargoyle, he would have known that I squat past parallel. If he had paid any attention when I asked him to watch me squat, he would have known that I squat past parallel. If he were familiar with proper squatting technique, he would have also known that the last thing that I want to do is lose tightness and stability at the bottom of my squat by breathing. The point is, if I were a noob and I had gone ahead and loaded up the bar with my moderately heavy weights, got underneath it, squatted down into the hole, and then proceeded to exhale, which would have cost me tightness, it would have cost me stability, and it would have taken away my stretch reflex at the bottom of the squat, I could have got myself a one-way ticket to Snap City, prepaid by this gentleman. Look, I know you guys don't believe me, but I'm telling you, be mindful of how you deal with people in the gym. Now, did I alert him to the fact that I was perfectly capable of breathing during my deadlifts and my squats? No. Did I communicate to him the idea that his advice was terrible and was probably going to get somebody killed? No. Did I let him know I have a YouTube channel? Haven't we been over this? What I did do is I smiled and I said, thanks man, I'll give that a try next time. Will I actually give it a try next time? I mean seriously, even when you're pause squatting you don't breathe at the bottom. I watched him squat. I don't think even he was breathing at the bottom.